Hi YouTube! So today I'm going to be going over to the office and I need to actually print out some more of my logo stickers, thank yous, and my business cards because I've already used all of my business cards that I had printed out for putting into orders. I just used the last one yesterday actually at the time of recording this. So I do need to go over and do that pretty quickly. I've still been getting favorites on my shop, and the orders have not really slowed down necessarily, but they're not, it's not like ramped up yet, but I do still need to go and print some more of those out for whenever I do get another order in. So that's what's going to be going on in this video. I am almost ready to open up the turtle section of the shop. I'm on the last one, designing its sticker. I've been, again, a little bit busy with life stuff. I've been working on kind of work stuff. We were trying to meet a deadline, so I was trying to do that, and then my partner just actually moved house, so I've been over there unpacking boxes and everything, trying to get him all situated in, but I am almost ready to open up that that section of the shop. So I'm hoping that that will be our next video, is opening up the turtles. And I think that they're coming along really good, really cute for if you like turtles. But that's gonna be probably the next video. So today is just kind of restocking some stuff, and I'm hoping to actually get my second shelf put up on my wall so that I can get some more of that stuff off of my desk. So we'll see what all we get into once we get over to the office. But without further ado, why don't we head on over there and see what we get up to. Alright guys, I'm in the office. I had to let my laptop charge and my phone charge a little bit, so while that was going on, I went ahead and got everything set up for making those new business cards and the logos and thank yous. But now I think my computer is juiced up. My phone still needs a little bit of charge, but I'll charge it in between recordings. But yeah, as I told you, don't have any business cards. Somehow I have 3 elfpress stickers and only 1 thank you. I'm not sure how those got out of sync with each other, but oh well, they did. I think that there might have been 2 orders that maybe I messed up putting the thank you sticker on or something, so then I had to use an extra, something like that happened, and they just now are out of sync, which is fine. But I think I'm gonna start with the business cards, which I still, like I said, I've been a little bit busy here and there, so I still haven't been able to mess around with them and try to get get them lined up. Let me set you down. I think I can just do it like this. There we go. I still haven't been able to mess around with the format of my business cards. If you guys remember in my other videos where I've printed them off, the backs are perfectly aligned, but then the front, that is just the logo side, for some reason it gets skewed a little bit. I haven't been able to mess around anymore with that than when I did the first initial time messing around with it. And I've told you guys before in those videos that I don't really care that much that it's a little bit off, just because I'm the one printing them and I don't have a huge amount of sales going on currently. But if I ever get to the point where I am doing a lot of sales, I'll want to try and make them a little more, I guess, professional looking, where everything is, let me pick you guys up, everything is more lined up and centered. The backs are always centered. It's just the front with the logo for some reason is not. But so I use this paper. I've showed you guys that before. It's an Avery business card paper, so it's already, as you can see, it's already scored. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'll probably print 2 sheets of these, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in the back here in the manual feed of my printer like that. And then I like starting with the printing the backs first. So I'm going to go ahead and print that out, and then I will get back with you guys whenever I am printing the fronts and popping those cards out. Okay guys, so I have both of the sheets of the business cards printed, and for some reason on the first one it ended up having a little bit of an issue, and so you might be able to see, but the top 2 are darker and also got printed over twice. I think you guys can see that. But so these 2 up here got printed over twice. I don't know how else to say that. But the other ones are good on that sheet and the second sheet. So now I just need to pop them out. And while I'm here looking at them, I might try to figure out how I need to shift them so that they end up centered a little bit more. Let's see, because it just kind of slowly drifts down, and it actually happens on both sides now that I'm looking at it, but it's harder to see that the backs are not fully centered, whereas it's easier to see on the fronts that is just the logo, because it is the only thing on this side and it's on a white background, whereas the backs are fully purple, and there's a lot more on the back, so it's a little harder to see that those shift. But it looks like both sides do shift down, and you can kind of tell like where it it's folded, where you can pop it out on the seams, that this one, the edge is bigger than this one. I don't know if that's making sense to you guys, but like there's more overhang on the purple at the bottom than at the top. And so I might try to figure that out on my Photoshop files for that while I'm here looking at it. But I am gonna go ahead and pop these out so that we have them already. And I don't really need to keep them in the sheet to try and figure this out, because like I said, you can see it on this part, the excess. I think you might be able to tell, but yeah, just they pop really easy. That's one of the reasons why I like this paper so much, is it's really easy to do. I could start laminating them, but I don't really see a reason why I need to do that necessarily just yet. I might do that in the future, but for now I just keep them as paper, because I'm just putting them in the well, that one's kind of, it's interesting. On this one, it shifted further down and over to the side. So maybe it's just how the paper lines up in the printer. Maybe there's nothing wrong with my format. Maybe it's just how the printer is lining it up. I don't know. So maybe I shouldn't mess with it, actually, because I mean, on this one there's no overhang at all on the top, and then you can see on this side there's a lot. On the bottom there's a whole lot, but then again there's none on this side. So it might just be how the printer is taking the paper in. So maybe I won't mess with it, because it technically in my Photoshop file is everything is centered. So it might just be how it's printing. But what I was saying was I'm just putting it in my orders. I just put all these in my orders, so I don't really need them to be laminated, because they're not really getting wet or going anywhere that I really need them to be sturdier. I know it's nicer whenever they're laminated for people, but just for now, to keep my costs down, and I haven't reached 100 sales quite yet on Etsy. So once I make it to that milestone and potentially start having even more sales coming in, I might look into doing that. But for now, I think just having them as their cardstock paper is fine. But we got those restocked. I'm gonna hold back these two that got double printed. If I end up needing to use them, then I will. But I don't really see a need to do that just yet, since I do have the other ones that are good. And so now I'm going to move on to restocking my ElfPress logo stickers and my thank you stickers. I have those pulled up on my laptop already, and I have their paper already pulled out for it. So let me go ahead and get those printed, and I'll come back to you guys whenever we're at the next step for those. So I have my first sheet printed. I'm gonna do two, but I'm gonna try to use up some of these extra pieces of laminate that I have. where I've been cutting the pieces for my stickers. Because I mean, they're big enough that I don't want to throw them away, but they're not quite big enough, you know, for some of the stickers, or I don't want them to end up being laminated like 2 times, like where I have to overlap the laminate on one. So I'm just gonna do it where I use them up for my freebies and stuff. And I've seen that other people do that too. And so I think the way that I'm gonna do this first sheet is I'm gonna try to do 2 sheets of this extra laminate. And I'm gonna just go ahead and get it stuck down like this. And then I'm going to actually probably cut, because it's going through a half right here, and I think whenever I put this one over, it will cover up a full, that these 2 in the middle, it will cover them fully. So I'm gonna cut around, which might be kind of weird. I don't know, I'm testing to see how I want to do this potentially for future stuff. But I'm gonna just kind of go like this. Then on these stickers, I do a bleed on them. So this is not exact, I mean, the sticker itself, when it gets cut out, it will be a little bit smaller than this anyway. So I'm not too worried about if I don't get it fully cut around perfectly, like that maybe. But I at least want it to cover as much of the circle as I can get it to cover. And then let me see if I can get it stuck down. This is going to be the harder part. And I don't know if this is how I'm going to do this really, but I'm messing around with it. I'm trying to figure this out, and I just realized that I went over my printing thing. There we go. Okay. But like I said, I'm just gonna play around with it and see how it goes. So I have that side laminated, and I'm using up my glossy paper for this because I've decided I don't want to use my glossy paper for my actual stickers that people buy, just because it's a little more expensive. And with my stickers, I was having trouble getting it to laminate perfectly. Not exactly perfectly, but like I was having more bubbles happen when trying to get it stuck down, which I think is because I probably need a better spray, or, you know, squeegee to stick it down. This one's smaller than the page, so I kind of have to go twice. And it's the one that like came with my, it didn't really come with my Cricut. It's an off-brand Cricut one, Make Market, but it comes in the like pack that you can buy for your Cricut. So it's kind of rubber or silicone. So it's a little, not like squishy, but I've seen some people have the harder plastic one, which looks like it might do better. But again, for now, I'm okay with how it's doing for me. And if that also means I can use cheaper paper and it doesn't really affect like the quality of the sticker using the cheaper stuff in like in its look and everything, really, then I'm fine with that. Hopefully that made sense. It was making sense in my head, but I don't know if I was saying everything out loud like I was needing to. There we go. So I got that stuck down. I might have got a bubble, but there we go. I got that stuck down, and I'll probably go ahead and do the second sheet just like I did this one, because that seemed to work fine. So let me go ahead and get this cutting out, and we'll see how it does with me doing the laminate in this kind of way, if it affects the cutting at all. I don't think that it should, but we'll see. And if it doesn't and they cut out fine, then I'll do my second sheet like this. So let me go and do that, and I will be back with you guys. Okay guys, so I have the first sheet cut out, and I want to see how they did. It looks like at first glance they did okay, but let's go ahead and fully take a look at them and see how they did. This paper, or this grid, is already not sticky anymore. I think this might be my old one. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to see. Look in my my bins and see if this is one of my old ones or if this is a new one. But let me throw that down. Okay. I have all of our stickers cut out, and they look like they did good. Here is one of the Elf Press stickers, and here is one of the thank you stickers. And it looks like, to me, they all cut out centered, or at least aren't showing any of the white on the borders at all. So that's good. And we didn't have any of the peeling of the ink that happened whenever I didn't laminate them. So I think that I will go ahead and do the second sheet just like I did with this one. And then that should be it. I'll see how the second sheet does though. And if anything happens with that, I will bring you guys back to see. All right, so I have all of the elf press and thank you stickers printed out. Nothing noteworthy happened while doing the second one. So now I'm on to the final step, which is going to be putting a little score on the back of these by hand so that people can peel them easier. And really that's just needed for the elf press stickers for them, because those are the ones that I put inside the orders. Scoring the back of the thank yous is really just for me so that I can peel them easier. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I do it by hand just because I don't know any other way to do it currently. I'm sure that there's a better way to do all this stuff, but again, I don't really have that many orders, so it doesn't really matter if I'm doing all of this by hand right now. Whenever I get a lot more orders at once, it will kind of start being a problem, because it will be more time consuming. But by then, hopefully I also know more of what I'm doing and have a better system for everything. But with this new paper, this new sticker paper that I'm using, I like it a lot better because it already peels nicer, easier. So I don't really know if I need to keep scoring the backs of them if I continue using this sticker paper brand that I found, because it's one of those ones that say, you know, no rip or tear, waterproof, UV proof, all those things, and it is one that I haven't been seeing that I might accidentally cut through the sticker when scoring the back like I do. So we'll have to see. And the actual back itself peels pretty easy away from the sticker already without scoring the back. So I might eventually stop doing that, but I know that some people have problems trying to peel stickers, so I don't want anybody having that issue with my stuff. And I've already put on all of my Etsy sticker, what's it called? My listings on Etsy. I've already went through and added on all of them that they are easy peel on the back, because I hand score them. So maybe I'll just keep doing this, even though this paper is easy to peel without it. I also think that it makes them feel a little higher quality, I guess I would say, to have an easy peel back. And also I feel like it helps with pricing everything. If I were to increase my price again, people know that that this sticker is a little more time consuming. I've put more time into it than maybe other people who don't do that. So it makes it a little bit more justified. But anyway, I got all of my thank yous scored, and I have all of my elfpress stickers scored. So that's what I wanted to do today on the sticker front. And I'm gonna go ahead, and they go right here next to my business cards. And I already have a bunch of my freebie leaves still done, because I'm able to fit a lot more of those on a sheet at a time, so I don't need to print out any more of those. And we can go ahead and come over here, and actually we could mark this off again. I've already marked it off once, but let's go ahead and mark that again. And that's just going to be one that kind of always ends up staying up there and getting remarked and it's gonna keep getting checked and unchecked, but at the moment it can be checked because we did that. So that's all of this. If I put up my other shelf today, I will try to film something for that. It might be like I come back and I show you guys once I put everything up there. Have to see if I get to that or not, because my dad likes to help me with the like handyman kind of stuff, so I've been leaving that undone, so he can do that, because he likes to feel like he's helping with everything, and I know that he does do a good job at it. So he's busy right now, so I'll have to see if he ends up being free for us to do that today or not. But if not, I will jump to the outro, and if we do go ahead and do it, I will put that right now. Alright guys, back over in my intro and outro corner. So this is going to be the end of the video. We were able to print out the logos and thank yous and get our business cards done. Like I said, I'm hoping that the next video will be starting up the turtle section. If I have to do something before then in the office, I'll make sure to record it for you guys. But that is going to be the end of this video. If you liked the video, please leave a like. Feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you want to continue on this journey with me of owning an Etsy shop and trying to get more sales and making stickers and everything, don't forget to subscribe and of course, if you want to be notified anytime that I do upload a new video, go ahead and click the notification bell so that you do get notified when I post. I will have links down in the description below to my Etsy shop, my Instagram, and my TikTok. And then I also do have a business email down there as well, just in case you guys need that. But that's going to be the end of the video, and I think that I've said all the YouTube things that I'm supposed to say, so I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully setting up our turtle shop section. But until then, bye YouTube!